was the blood of someone she knew, someone she knows. I told you I am prepared whatever the cost. However many lives, I need to speak to her. Tell me what you demand, whatever the cost I will pay. You will not ignore me.
Don't try it.
Oh!
Diet. I need both of you out right now. Just walk that way and go to your left. Start walking back to your car.
Okay.
Bad things happen to innocent people every day. It's just called timing. Patrick, somebody could walk down the street, get hit by a car. They weren't doing nothing wrong. Just wrong place, wrong time. This red shirt guy, he didn't say shit. He's saying he didn't see shit. He's kept the same story the whole time. Patrick over here, he's a food stall worker. Never been arrested. Good guy. Blah, blah, blah. All the same shit. He's afraid for his life because he's afraid something happened. He's getting caught up in the wrong place, wrong time. And he said all I was doing was existing. I want us to chop Charles down with the AK and let his boy with the red shirt try to pick up his intestines and shove it back in his body. That's what I want.
Okay, we're thinking really similar.
Put your hands down, Patrick.
Okay.
Now, when are you gonna go down today? Which one of you is it gonna be? Put your hands down and tell me which one of you is gonna bleed today.
Oh, what?
Patrick's been a really great guy. He gave me a way in to start something, so I think I should take this bullet for him.
Patrick,
Oh God.
which one of you is gonna get cut in half today?
Patrick, it's good, bro. Just,
I mean,
you know,
Oh,
you
God,
got a lot
this
of
is,
stuff going on, Pat.
yeah, but I don't want to choose. This is so bad.
You gonna remember what happened here in this moment?
Nope.
Are you gonna remember who did it to you?
Nope.
If you recollect anything, or I get a word, anything coming my way from any doctor, from any policia, about what happened in that hospital, what happened to this man next to you is gonna happen to you tenfold.
Understood.
Now he has been so generous and he has sacrificed himself. He's very honorable. What do you think about that?
Very generous, but I don't want him to die either.
Keep your head up, man. It's okay. You've done a lot for me. Let me do this for you.
Let me show you what happens to the honorable, senor. Anybody have anything they want to tell these pendejos?
Patrick,
Yeah.
watch really close.
Grab him.
He said grab him, man.
Oh, you met me.
Take your friend.
Oh, okay.
And start going down the steps. We're gonna go for a swim.
Oh, okay.
We're going to the lighthouse. Dale. You better hold on tight to him and hope you can swim, because if you sink, I will kill you as well.
Okay.
Set him down.
Okay.
And kneel.
Neil.
Kneel beside him. Over there.
Okay. Okay. Oh, over there. Here. Is it good?
Hurry up, I'm not gonna ask you again. Norman! This is the second offering I bring you. The first was the blood of the wealthiest man in Los Santos. Here I have brought you the blood of an honorable man. A selfless man who has given himself to save this man in the red shirt. You will not ignore me, and I will return as I has promised. I will speak to you until we meet again.
Okay, a lot of people are gonna have to die.
Do you think it worked?
I know he did. ¿Qué pasa? Remember last time we talked here? You said if I ever needed to know anything else, I can reach out to you.
Yeah, I'm open to talk about it. What do you want to talk about?
Listen, I want to talk to you about Norman Bones. And if you're willing to talk about it.
Sure. What do you want to talk about him?
How can I speak to him? How much blood do I have to offer him?
What do you mean? What have you offered him? What do you think you're offering him? Is this guy even killing people?
Bro. Very expensive tribute. Sean, I'm running out of time. I need to find out how to speak to him. I know the dead can come back.
Nobody from the dead has come back in a very long time, Edgar. And you see, you're bringing him tribute. Are you bringing people here?
If I
what you're
was,
doing?
would that be pleasing to Norman?
You know what Norman thinks he is?
I don't know anything about him.
Okay, well, what do you know about death as an entity? What does death want?
Whatever it is, everybody is too spooked to tell me. I know of Norman, and I know what death can do. I know from 6 years ago, and I know in the present. But who has come back, how they are come back, what has to be given, I don't know. I want to know. I'm dying to know. At whatever the cost, I'm ready to pay, to give anything.
You can't cheat death, Edgar. By trying to summon him or whatever you're trying to do.
Maybe Norman is fed up with the simple offerings, and only something grand will bring him.
I have to disagree. Considering the first time I met him, he said everything he did in the past, it's not what he's going to do in the future.
How did you summon him?
You don't summon him. You don't beckon him to come to you. If he shows himself, then he chooses to do that. He wanted to do something for me, so that's how I met him.
So he came to you?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Edgar, why do you want to talk to me? Because it must be something. To put it as politely as it must be something insane if you're bringing offerings to him. Which I could probably put 2 and 2 together what you're doing.
To make a trade?
For what?
I think you know what, Sean.
Yeah, well, you need to say it. I have heard countless stories of Norman Bones and what people have done, what deals they've entered into, and all of them are very similar as somebody is trying to cheat death, and it ends terrible for them.
He has done it once before, why couldn't he do it again for me? I will pay double and triple for it. I would give anything.
I don't know who you've lost, Edgar, to make you feel like you don't give a shit about anything else, that you're prepared to pay the ultimate price just to have whatever. But it is not worth it. You don't cheat death. You don't bring people back. Once their time is there, their time is there. That's it.
There is no way her time has come. It's impossible. I refuse to accept
death,
it.
Edgar, if you attempt to cheat death, that is only going to spell hell for you. And those you care about. Regardless if it's been done before, the price that people have paid around that person coming back, or whatever person has come back, I guarantee you is 10 times the worth of that person. Because in the end, Edgar, death does not want to be cheated. It doesn't want to be mocked. It doesn't want to be taunted. It doesn't want to be summoned.
Do you know who it was that was brought back?
Yeah. Do you not know?
He disappeared before he revealed it to me.
Who disappeared?
My teacher.
Am I meant to guess? I don't know who that is, Edgar.
TJ Walker. He told me it's been done. He told me he himself did it.
When did he say that?
The day before I saw you here. He too tried to warn me against it. Sean, I have nowhere else to turn.
I don't know what else I can say to you, Edgar. Yes, it's been done before. And I didn't live it, but from what I heard and what I experienced from the people around it, the price that was paid for that is insane. And then Norman Bones does not offer that kind of deal anymore.
But it's not fair. Why?
Life's not fair, Edgar. Everyone has a clock that's ticking, and whoever you lost, I'm sorry to tell you, that's just it. Their time is up.
I respect your words, but I will not accept them.
Then you'll drive yourself insane
Do you know who it was that was brought back?
Yeah. Erwin Dundee.
TJ brought back Dundee?
What do you mean TJ brought back Dundee?
So it was someone else that bring him back?
Who told you TJ brought him back?
He did. Unless I misunderstood.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Do you know what was paid for him to return?
No. That must be 7 years ago now. Prices paid and deals made. I'm telling you, when I spoke to Norman, one of the first things he said to assure me of something was that there were no more deals to be made.
I'm gonna spend some time alone now.
Before I go, if you truly lost the plot, Edgar, and you are bringing people to sacrifice here, if you touch anybody, especially the person you were just with, I guarantee you the last person you're going to want to deal... Actually, you'd probably rather deal with Norman Bones than you'd rather deal with me.
Be easy. That's not gonna happen.
Go stand over there and shut your mouth.
It can't be more obvious that she's the leak, man.
Jules, come here, man.
Look. Sure, I'm making a mistake, and I'm not going to make a mistake right now in front of the faceless. I'm killing her, man.
This is my third offering. You will not continue to ignore me. The first was the blood of the richest man in Los Santos. The second was that of an innocent, honorable man. Here I bring you the blood of an amigo, a partner of mine. You will not continue to ignore me. I will speak to you at whatever the cost. And you will have what you want in return. I'm gonna bring her back at whatever the cost.
Crazier things have happened, Edgar. Maybe it'll work. Either way, I'll help you.
Shang, do you remember a long time ago you took me to the lighthouse?
Of course I do.
Was there a deal made prior to going there with Norman?
You know why I took you there, Edgar?
To trade my life for hers?
It's funny how those deals work. I'm sure you've been told about them at this point. At the very least, I'd hope so.
Very little, Shang. Everyone is too spooked to speak on it.
When was the last time you looked in a mirror?
Since I killed someone I loved.
When it came to the lighthouse and what I'd heard of it, there was a time when, you and I probably weren't so different. She was someone important to me. Immense value, I'd say. I know you know that. The reason I'm retreading these stories is, there was so much more to it that I don't think you'd ever know. Wondering if you looked in a mirror, because it feels like when I look at you, I can see a little bit of myself at times.
I cannot face myself any longer. Not after what I did.
Are you trying to bring her back? Trying to bring BaRKy back?
Not Briar.
Who?
You see, I too killed someone from my gang.
Is she important to you?
But the most important, the same thing I wagged my finger at you for I have done.
Funny how things like that come full circle. Now what? Trying to bring her back?
I give anything.
Leaving a
I give anything.
trail of bodies behind you?
You got it.
I took many of people to the lighthouse. I spilled blood on the stone. I called out every night for Norman. For someone to answer me. 5 days, 5 nights later, nothing. 5 lives were lost. The little ocean around the lighthouse ran red. He never showed up. The most I ever got was some crow with red eyes. And so I wondered how someone would bring Norman to them. How someone would commit some kind of incantation to just to speak. And he never did. And it doesn't matter how much will you have, at some point screaming into the void is gonna bloody up your lungs. So I thought I'd do anything. I'd do anything to bring BaRKy back. At least at the time. Some kind of anguish and regret. I don't quite know what the feeling was. And so it dawned on me that perhaps it just wasn't enough. Perhaps the offerings wasn't good enough. I thought maybe Norman would want to take it to the source, so to speak. That is when I brought you. Couldn't give random lives, I couldn't give myself. Maybe the point where it all started. But I was wrong.
He has never visited you.
We've spoken. This was many years ago. Before the city was left to the waste, or whatever. And, then someone else close to me died. Someone I considered a brother, a mentor. So once again, I retraced my path. Something that I had already walked again. There was no foothold that I could take. But I still went back and once again tried to make a deal with them. This time for TJ. This time he did answer. He told me that the only thing you can give is yourself. I haven't told anyone this, so you're the first. He asked me what I'd agree to trade. And that in return I could have TJ back, and I said I'd give anything. And he simply said, yourself. I responded, anything.
So there is a chance that I can do it.
Do you know what stopped me? I had to speak with Norman, and I wouldn't quite call it a taunt, but he told me that he watches over her. That BaRKy is there with him. Also alluded to TJ being there. And then perhaps in some measurement of guilt or anguish, I don't know, somewhere in between, all I wanted to know was that she was okay. There's peace and finality. And knowing that the next page is when the book ends. So I spoke to someone with a lot of history with Norman himself, thinking, people have been brought back from the dead. Can you not do it again? Turns out only once is all you have to offer. That person told me that the person that you will see again, that you'll bring back, is not going to be the same. They're not going to be the same person. Trying a twisted caricature of who they used to be. I thought that you were trying to bring back BaRKy. Cesar?
No. They've been laid to rest. You know, Shang, you at least had the excuse of following orders. But what I have done was of my own volition.
Why did you do it? What drew you
For
to
the
do
gang.
it? For the gang.
It's funny how life works, isn't it? I hated you for what you did.
Seems you and I have come full circle then.
Norman will not come. Like you, I've been putting body after body. Giving the blood of a rich man, the richest in Los Santos. I have given the blood of an innocent man. The blood of my own compa. Yet he refuses to come. Whatever the cost, I'm prepared to give it.
If I'm correct in my thinking of this mentor, you know what he used to tell people to ask themselves?
What is that?
He used to ask them if it was all worth it. That was something you like to say. You think your life is forfeit in return for whoever this person was? I hope it works out. Takes more courage than I had. Can't tell you that wherever these people are, it's in purgatory. They haven't gone to the beyond. I don't even know if I believe in it.
You are nothing if not persistent, Mr. Castillo.
Norman!
Yes.
You have finally come and beckoned to my call, to my offerings.
I'll be honest. You are one of the first people who have delivered things that I want before I even ask. So, how could I not?
I pray that there is still more to deliver, and that the delivery may be reciprocated. A trade perhaps, for which, as you know, I am prepared, for whatever the cost.
I can only imagine you've been warned that that is a dangerous offer.
See? That only encourages me to seek further.
In exchange for what exactly? To see her, to chat.
For her to be among the living again.
I see. That is certainly a hefty asking price.
But a price implies that a trade can be made. For whatever has a price, it can be purchased.
Once upon a time, maybe. Why exactly does this mean so much to you, Edgar?
Because life, without her presence, is not worth living. She left before her time. And it was of my own doing. Since then, my life has been forfeit. However, I am not buried yet. That is the only difference. She must be with the living. I know you have done it before. Whatever they have paid, I will pay double and triple.
I see. You realize that this could cost more lives of people that you potentially care about now, even your own.
I would not have come. I would not have called you. I would not have shed the blood of those I have here at this house for you. If I was not prepared.
I see. Well, this is rather easy for me then. Normally I have to do a bit of convincing, a bit of back and forth, but you are eager. Though, I do have to say, failure to deliver whatever I ask whenever I ask it. You would take her place.
I understand. I expected nothing less. It has been very difficult to find folk to speak of you. When I mention your name, they look at me as I am speaking of the devil. One has threatened me with death if I am ever to speak the name Norman in his presence. I will accept your terms. If it included my life.
I see. Tell me, who was it that threatened you when you said my name?
His name is Flop.
Ah, yes. Mr. Dugong.
That is the one.
He certainly had a rough go at it. Well, all right. I'll tell you what. It's been a while since I've struck up a little deal, a bargain, if you will, so I'm going to draft up a few terms, the details and specifics of our continued relationship, and I will get back to you very soon.
And where will I find you? When shall I expect you?
I'll find you, Edgar. You seem to know what the bird means. You came here quick enough. I assure you, you'll see me.
What made Flop so fearful? Why would he not speak to me? Why did he threaten to kill me? This is not a man of faint of heart, he is a killer himself.
There are more things that you can take away from someone than just their life. Like their family, their friends, their memories. There are many things that can die other than just a human body.
I was afraid that you would not appear. I knew deep down, I could feel it in my bones, in my soul. My soul that I have already forfeited, that you would come. Twice the Raven has appeared today. The second time I knew it was no accident. I will look for this Raven. And I will look forward to seeing you again. Although I have a bad premonition. I pray you are able to ask without reserve and see that you will be satisfied with my devotion.
It certainly looks promising this far.
I will take my leave, Senor Bones. Holy shit.